It started with a whisper. Faint, almost imperceptible, just static at first, hidden in the white noise of his ASMR microphone. But then, it formed words. Nate wasn't a believer in the paranormal. He was just a guy with a microphone, recording soft-spoken narrations for his small, but growing ASMR channel. Late nights, dim lights, and silence, except for the delicate sounds he created. Tapping, whispering, brushing. It was supposed to be relaxing. It was supposed to be normal, until the whisper spoke back. The first time it happened, he was editing his recording at 3 a.m. The usual, light crinkles, soft whispers, a gentle hum of white noise. But then, at the 22-minute mark, something different. Beneath his own whispering, another voice. A whisper not his own. "Help me." Nate froze. He rewound the audio, played it again. "Help me." A chill ran down his spine. It was breathy, distant, like someone was inside the walls of his apartment, whispering directly into his mic. He scanned the waveform. The voice was there, embedded in the frequencies. It wasn't a glitch. It wasn't interference. It was real. He checked his surroundings. His tiny apartment was silent. The walls thin, but not thin enough for a voice to be picked up so clearly. He lived alone. No neighbors at this hour. No TVs or radios playing. Nate didn't upload that recording. He deleted it. Told himself it was audio bleed from a previous take. But the next night, when he recorded again, it happened once more. This time it was clearer. "Please don't let him find me." The whisper was urgent, trembling. A woman's voice. Desperate. Nate's heart pounded as he yanked off his headphones. He had never felt this kind of fear before. Raw, invasive, unnatural. He checked his mic settings, ran software to detect anomalies, even played the raw recording on his phone to eliminate hardware issues. The voice was still there. No distortion, no artifacts, just a whisper that shouldn't exist. By now, his curiosity overpowered his fear. He decided to post a clip on Reddit's r/no-sleep, asking for opinions. Was it an EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, an artifact of some unknown frequency, or something else? The responses flooded in. One comment stood out. "Check your walls." It sounded ridiculous, but Nate couldn't shake the unease. That night, he tapped along his walls, listening. Knock, knock, hollow. But when he reached the section behind his bed, the sound changed. Dull, muffled, as if something was behind it. His breath hitched. He pressed his ear to the wall. Silence. Then, a soft scraping sound. Something shifting inside. Nate stumbled back, his pulse hammering. His rational mind screamed mice. Maybe pipes. But deep down he knew it was neither. He couldn't sleep. At 4 a.m., his phone buzzed. A new Reddit comment. "That voice, it's a real SOS pattern. Try slowing it down." Nate's fingers trembled as he adjusted the playback speed. The whisper elongated, deepened, until it wasn't just words. It was crying. And then, something horrifying. A second voice. A low, guttural whisper beneath the woman's plea. "She belongs to me." Nate's blood ran cold. This wasn't interference. This wasn't some glitch. It was a conversation. A conversation happening inside his walls. His first instinct was to leave. Pack a bag and never look back. But something about that woman's whisper held him captive. She was trapped. Somewhere. Somehow. And if he ignored it, who else would listen? The next morning, he called his landlord. Asked about the building's history. The response was indifferent. Old complex. Paper-thin walls. No attic. No crawl spaces. Just you and the other tenants. Except, there were no other tenants. The unit next to his had been empty for months. Nate wasn't sure what was worse. The fact that no one else had heard these whispers, or the fact that someone might have, and chosen to ignore them. That night, he made a decision. If there was even the slightest chance that someone needed help, he had to find out the truth. Mic in hand, he pressed record. The whisper came instantly. "Please, he's listening." "Ooh," Nate whispered back. Static. Then, trembling breath. He never left. Then, a loud, deafening bang. From inside the wall. Nate jumped back. The air went still. His mix levels spiked violently, detecting subsonic frequencies beyond human hearing. And then, the whisper returned. "Run." Nate bolted. Out of his apartment. Down the hallway. Not stopping until he reached the lobby. His hands shook as he scrolled through his Reddit post. Heart pounding. A new comment had appeared, a comment that shouldn't exist, from a deleted account. 3 words: "Don't dig deeper." Nate stared at the screen, his breath shallow. His apartment was still upstairs, his microphone still recording. But now, he wasn't sure if he should ever go back. Nate spent the next few nights at a friend's place, but the unease never left him. The whispers haunted his thoughts. He knew he should let it go, pretend it never happened. But how could he, when something, was calling for help? On the 4th night, he returned. Cautiously, he stepped into his apartment. The air was thick, suffocating. The mic was still on, the recording light blinking softly. Nate hit play. For the first few minutes, there was nothing. Then, heavy breathing, not his own. Then, the woman's whisper. "Why did you leave?" Nate's heart clenched. He took a deep breath, forcing himself to respond. "Who are you? Where are you?" Silence. Then, a chilling reply. "Behind you." Every muscle in Nate's body locked. The hair on his arms stood on end. Slowly, he turned around. The wall. The same wall. Without thinking, he grabbed the nearest object, a metal ruler, and began prying at the edges of the drywall. The moment the first crack appeared, the whispers turned into screams. Blood-curdling, inhuman, agonized. But Nate didn't stop. He tore the wall, piece by piece, revealing a hollow cavity. And inside it, something was there. Something was watching.